In the mounting yard now, the Bogues King Island Pacing Cup. Number 1 is Wealthy Warrior, Stacey Martin in red and black. 2, Buck Major, Jerem Rind in dark blue and silver. 3, Nance's Thrill, Peter Jackowinko in the cerise. 4, Metro Liza, Paul Williams in brown and pink. 5, Remember Catherine, James Jackowinko in the dark blue and white. 6, No Issue, John Rhodes in red and green. 7, Gothic Rage is Shane Keeler in black and red. Train's about to be drawn across. We have 3 off the front. Wealthy Warrior, Buck Major and Nance's Thrill are the 3 off the front mark. There are 2 10 metres behind, Metro Liza and Remember Catherine are 10 metres behind. Then back on 20 metres are No Issue and Gothic Rage. The co-back markers. As the strands are being drawn across. Come up. "20-metre back markers being called into line. Ladies and gentlemen, the King Island Racing Club and Bogues Brewery present the 2015 Bogues King Island Pacing Cup. They're racing. Caught them on a reasonable line too. The quickest to begin was Buck Major. He will lead on settling down. Getting away reasonably well, Wealthy Warrior. They're followed next by Nance's Thrill, and going around the outside towards the lead is No Issue. One of the 20-metre back markers began brilliantly. They're followed as they settle down by Remember Catherine. In behind it was Gothic Rage, and Metro Liza has missed the kick and she has dropped out to last. They're coming towards the home corner on the first occasion now, and No Issue moving up is going to take over the front running role now, and No Issue has gone to the front. One of the 20-metre back markers as they go past the 2,000-metre mark. No Issue's gone to the lead and takes up the role of pacemaker by about 10 metres now. In second placing is Buck Major, about 25-30 metres away third. Wealthy Warrior being followed by Nance's Thrill. Then Remember Catherine, Gothic Rage and Metro Liza is the last one. They're coming down towards the 1,600-metre mark, and No Issue is in front with a lead of about 10 metres. In second placing is still Buck Major, still about 30 metres away in third placing to Wealthy Warrior. Moving up on the outside is Remember Catherine, and back on the inner came Nance's Thrill, followed by Gothic Rage second last, and Metro Liza is the last one. They're turning out of the straight now. They've got about 1,500 to go in the cup, and No Issue in front. Led by a sulky's length and given a breather. Over in second placing, Buck Major. They're followed after about 3 or 4 metres by Wealthy Warrior as they tack on now. A bit more than a sulky's length away. To the outside went Remember Catherine. She was being followed and running about 5th back on the inside by Nance's Thrill from Gothic Rage, who's still second last, and Metro Liza is last of all. They've got just over 1,100 metres to travel as they go to the crossing now, and No Issue in front, led by a sulky's length. In second place is still Buck Major, not much change in the order. Wealthy Warrior is third, tucked away over on the inside of in the one out and one back now. Remember Catherine, the sulky's length away. Came the third last, Nance's Thrill. Gothic Rage is still second last, and Metro Liza at Johnson's Corner is the last one. They're going towards the airport side of the course with 700 metres to travel, and No Issue held together by John Rhodes, led by a sulky's length. In second place, Buck Major, still about 4 or 5 metres away. In third placing, then to the outside, went Remember Catherine. They're followed by Gothic Rage, now making its run as they start to sprint up. Wealthy Warrior is giving ground on the inside. Metro Liza's a long way back. She's still second last. And the last one, Nance's Thrill. Towards the home corner they race. And the two back markers are fighting it out at the moment. It's No Issue, the leader. Gothic Rage tries hard. They've got it between them. Clear of Wealthy Warrior. No Issue kicked again on straightening up. Gothic Rage is trying desperately. But No Issue's got a mighty lead. And he's going to be too good. No Issue goes on to win the Cup. No Issue has won it about 15 metres at the finish. Gothic Rage second, getting up for third, Buck Major, then Wealthy Warrior, followed by Nance's Thrill. Behind them was the second last, Remember Catherine, and something amiss with the Metro Liza. She's come in last. Well, if that doesn't get the drive of the day, nothing ever will. From the 20-metre back mark, he knew he had too much pace for the early leader. He's gone to the front, gave the horse a spell at about the 1,300-metre mark, and then he kicked when his co-back marker Gothic Rage was breathing down his neck. He went for the doctor, and he's got me. Shoe. Driven by John Rhodes as first. A memorable win. It's only 2 years ago that John collapsed in the sulky here, past the winning post, and there were all sorts of fears. But I tell you what, he's bounced back for a memorable win in the 2015 Bogues King Island Pacing Cup. Turned out beautifully, the horse looks well. It was perfectly handled from the 20-metre mark to win the race, running away at the end. Number 6, No Issue, driven by John Rhodes first. Number 7, Gothic Rage, driven by Shane Keeler, was second. Number 2, Buck Major, Jerem Rind was third. And the fourth horse home was Wealthy Warrior. The winner, No Issue, is a 6-year-old bay gelding by Grin from Ear to Ear. Out of Angel from Heaven, he gets applause from the crowd, John Rhodes. He trains the horse, owns the horse, and has driven it to perfection. All clear. All clear has been notified for the place getters in the Bogues King Island Pacing Cup. All clear. The official margin in favour of the winner was 7 metres. 9 metres separated second and third. The time was 3:27.53. And all clear. No Issue first. Gothic Rage second. Buck Major third. We have the all clear, and Richard is trackside to tell us all about the thrilling win for John Rhodes after the Bogues King Island Pacing Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention for the presentation of the King Island Pacing Cup. Now, I'm representing Bogues, who sponsored this race. Glad to see John Rhodes, who's been renamed Lazarus after 2 years ago. We all remember We thought we might have lost him, but we're very pleased to have him back again. And we're pretty sure also that he sleeps with this horse. He knows it that well. So, John, congratulations. Great drive. Good stuff.
Thank you very much, Richard. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank the sponsors, James Bogue. Without the sponsors, we wouldn't have much racing. I'd like to thank my family, and I'd like to thank Casey Hyde, who actually got the horse here. He was injured, and she worked on him religiously and got him going for me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the reception you gave me. I'm thrilled.
Thanks very much, John. It's well deserved.
Toad dividends. The winner, number 6, No Issue, paid $2.90 for the win, $1.80 for the place. Second, number 7, Gothic Rage, $1.90. No third dividend, Buck Major. The Quinella was $2.40. The numbers were 6, 7 and 2. No Issue, $2.90 and $1.80. Gothic Rage, $1.90. No third dividend, Buck Major. The Quinella, $2.40. Their toad dividends on race 5. In the mounting yard now, for the Jim Mackenzie Agencies, King Island Thoroughbred Cup. Number 1, Serengeti Miss, Grand Challenger in red, white and purple. Number 3, Folsom Tennille Grey in pink, green and purple. 4, 7 Square, Dylan Kibosh in purple and yellow. 5, Gelvagian, Jacques Lux in red, white and purple. Number 6, Break Even, Chris Nichol in brown and gold. 7 of Paros, Mick McDonald in light blue and orange. Number 8, Gunya Grey, Karen Downey in red and white. And number 9, Island Prince, Sandy Mallet, the rider, in black and white. The horses are leaving the mounting enclosure on their way to the barrier stalls for the start of the Jim Mackenzie Agencies King Island Thoroughbred Cup. Over 1,800 metres, time to start at 3:57. Now the horses are moving in. They're being called up for the Jim Mackenzie Agencies King Island Thoroughbred Cup, and Break Even is the first one. Serengeti Miss coming forward now. Here's Folsom, one of the greys. Lashed out. Folsom. Jockey was dislodged to Neil Gray, but that won't worry the Queen. The Queen of King Island. Just seemed to take fright or something at something, Folsom, when he moved in. The vet, no doubt, will have a quick look at him. In the meantime, a Paros is just out behind the line. To Neil Gray getting back on board Folsom. A Paros, 7 Squared, Gunya Grey. Island Prince is riderless behind the line. And Gelvagian's with one of the clerks of the course. As Folsom trots around under the eye of the veterinary surgeon. So Folsom given the okay. And he's moved into line. Seven Squared. Come up. Seven Squared has gone in. So 4 in, 4 to go. Here's Gunya Grey. Now a Paros is in. Galvagian and Island Prince to complete the line. There's Galvagian. Galvagian is in. So we only wait on Island Prince, who's a bit reluctant at the moment. Sandy Mullet, the right of Island Prince, climbing into the structure of the stalls. Island Prince making another attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, King Island Racing Club and Jim McKenzie Agencies present the 2015 Thoroughbred Cup. Light on. Set. They're racing and break even, and Serengeti Miss were quick to begin. Island Prince from over on the outside is endeavouring to come across. A Paros pushes up with Gunya Grey, who are between horses, and so is a Paros as they go to the judges' box the first time. 7 Squared will be eased out to last. Gunya Grey making a merry bid for the lead, had speared up in the centre here to take on Serengeti Miss. They share the lead turning out of the straight. In third place a Paros, and a length further away to Folsom. He was followed by Island Prince out there 3 deep. Next then was Break Even over on the rails, followed by Galvagian second last, and a length and a half away 7 Squared was the last one. They're racing now inside the 1200 metre mark and carting along Gunya Grey, but taken on by Island Prince as they go to the crossing, and Island Prince now hit the front. Tuck over the roll of Pacemaker by a bit more than a length to Gunya Grey. In third place of Paros, who's over on the outside, and next on the fence Serengeti Miss. On the inside of Folsom as they go to Johnson's Corner in the Cup. 2 lengths further back, 2 Galvagian starting to pick up some ground, being followed by Break Even, and 2.5 lengths away 7 Squared, making heavy weather of it at the tail of the field. 600 to go in the Cup. Island Prince just the leader here. Only about a neck to a Paros. In third place, Gunya Grey ridden along. Serengeti Miss off the rails, and Galvagian is making his run out wider on the track, followed by Folsom, who's looking for a gap. There's a fall. One of them is down. It's Island Prince has come to grief as they turn for home. Gunya Grey the leader. Down the outside, Galvagian. Serengeti misses there with break even, and Folsom getting the gap. Folsom has taken the lead. Break even out under the judges' box, mowing it down. It's break even taking the lead, and break even's won the Cup. Close for the Miners, Folsom, Galvagian, and 7 Squared who's come from last. Then Serengeti Miss, and behind them was a Paros, followed by Gunya Grey. The riderless Island Prince and the jockey over on the track, Sandy Mullet, in the hands of the ambulance attendants. They got very tight on the home corner. Horses making their runs together. Official placings after the King Island Cup. Now ambulance attendants with Sandy Mullet. We'll have official report on her condition shortly. Official placings. Number 6, Break Even, ridden by Chris Nichol, is first. Number 5, Galvagian, Jacques Lux is second. Number 8, Gunya Grey, ridden by Karen Downey, is third. And the 4th horse home coming from last, number 4, 7 Squared. 6, 5 and 8 are the judges' numbers. The winner, Break Even, is a 5-year-old bay gelding by Desert King from Glorious Dane, trained by Jim Taylor, who of course has won a string of King Island Cups, more than he can remember. Break Even is raced by C. Johnson in partnership with D.R. Denby, J. Beatty, M. Summers, T. Barnett and Jim Taylor in partnership, trained by Jim Taylor, and Chris Nichol rides his first winner of the King Island Cup. Second placing to number 5, Galvagian, Jacques Lux. Third, 8, Gunya Grey, Karen Downey. And 7 Squared has come from last in 4th place. The field partly disorganised by that fall. Please take note. The winner remains number 6, Break Even, ridden by Chris Nichol first. Number 5, Galvagian, Jacques Lux is second. Number 3, Folsom, is now third. The judge has amended the numbers. Number 3, Folsom, ridden by Tennille Gray, was third. The 4th horse home was 7 Squared. Gunya Grey did not finish in the first 4. So please note the amended numbers are 6, 5 and 3. Break Even first. Galvagian second. Folsom is run third. The judge amending those numbers. The 4th horse home is 7 Squared. And now correct weight. Correct weight has been notified for the place getters in the Jim McKenzie Agency's King Island Thoroughbred Cup. Correct weight on the numbers 6, 5 and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, We'll have your attention for the trophy presentations for the Galloping Cup. Jim Mackenzie Agencies have been a sponsor of this race for a number of years, as well as been a sponsor of King Island Racing in general. It's always a pleasure to have Jim and Trish here to present the trophies. So I'll hand it over to Jim to present the trophies to a very popular win with a popular bunch of blokes, local fellas from King Island. Jim?
We're just looking for the owners, that's all. Thank you, Richard, Mr. President, the committee of the King Island Race Club. Once again, we've got a lovely day, dry weather that the whole island's enjoyed, so the committee got to be congratulated for even seeing a tinge of green in the track. So certainly congratulate the work that's done behind the scenes. As Richard said, we've been involved with the King Island Galloping Cup now, I believe, for 11 years. We're certainly proud to be a major sponsor of the King Island Cup and by that way supporting the race club. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a very prosperous new year. And now to get on with the King Island Galloping Cup. First of all, must I congratulate the jockey Chris Nicole. I thought it was a tremendous ride. And obviously won it comfortably in the end from a solid performance by Gilligan. I have obviously some cheering to do for that horse, but not good enough on the day. I'd also like to congratulate the trainer, Jimmy Taylor. Jim's won several cups over the years, and he's got up with what I'd probably call another lightweight horse. Also like to congratulate the owners. And must I say, what a motley crew. Oh no, when you have a look at them on paper, but I really mean it with endearment. It's great to see, I think most of them or all of them, their first cup, and it's great to see the competition coming through. So without any further ado, I'll hand it back to Richard, I think it is.
Righto, we'll get on with the presentations now, and Trish, I think you're going to present the trophy, so get you to present this one to the winning owners. There will be you want to say a few? Jono might say a few words. Jono, say a few words.
Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate the Jim Mackenzie Agency for their sponsorship over the years, and to the jockey Chris Nicol and all the connections, and Jimmy and the stable hands has done all this wonderful work for this horse. Thank you very much.
And we'll present the trophy to the winning trainer, Jim Taylor. Sure, Jim won't mind saying a few words.
Over the last 10 years, I've probably lost a lot of practice at this. It's nice to be back in the winning circle again, and for a group of new owners, as in Jono and Jeremy, Jiggs, Tristan Barnett and Maxie Summers. A lot of old schoolmates, that sort of thing there, and it's really great to win a cup for those people. Congratulations to Chris on his ride. He didn't ride too good in the first race, so I had to get just a little bit grumpy with him, but he's now made up for that. And while I've got this opportunity, because I haven't been here very often this year, thanks to the girls that helped me at the stable. I better start off with Sue, Abby, Sam and Joe. Anyone else that's helped me that I've forgotten, thank you all very much. And thanks to Jim for donating the prize money for the cup. And it's a pleasure to win it off him.
And finally, we'll get Trish to present the trophy to the winning jockey, Chris Nicol. Well ridden, Chris.
Yeah, hi, I'd just like to thank the King Island Racing Club firstly, members, patrons that are here today. We've had a little tough run the first few meetings, but we got the one we wanted. I'd like to thank Jim firstly. He sort of put up with me for the first few meetings and a couple of ordinary rides. And yeah, I'm just grateful for everyone that put on a day in a tight community like this. And most importantly, we just hope that Sandy's safe after that race. So thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Chris. And I believe Jim would like to just have a couple of words before we sign off.
Yes, I meant to say that all of us here are really feeling for Sandy, and we do wish her that she's okay and we get a good report back. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. And thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention.